Hi, I'm Peter Rosenthal, a software engineer at Lingoport, and I'm excited to show off a new feature for the Lingoport Command Center today called String Manager. String Manager is an extension to Localyzer, our continuous localization product. It gives localization managers more control over the strings that will be sent to translation, as well as helps developers and UI writers to stay on top of the quality of their source strings. To use String Manager, all you have to do is go to the project overview page for any Command Center project that is Localyzer enabled. From there, click on Strings at the top of the page. If you've never been to String Manager for this particular project before, or if it's been a while since you have, the page will start out in read-only mode while String Manager synchronizes with the files in the workspace. This usually doesn't take too long, and once it's complete, String Manager is available in full. One of the most important things for a localization manager to know is what are my strings that I'm about to send out to translation. Finding that out for each and every project of yours is incredibly easy using String Manager. All you have to do is open up the filters from the sidebar on the left and select To Be Sent underneath Translation Status. The list of strings will then be filtered out to show all the strings that will be sent to translation. Another way that you can tell these strings will be sent to translation is that we see some blue in their translation status dial all the way to the right. Hovering over this translation status dial gives us more information, such as the number of locales that this string will be sent out to translation for, number of locales that it's outstanding for, and the number of locales that it's been translated into. Next to the translation status dial is a button that you can click on to expand and get more information on your string. It's at the bottom of this expanded view that you'll see the translation status bar, which shows the same information as our dial from earlier, but in a larger, more clear format. Not every string is interpreted by translators the same, and the quality of the translations you get will always depend on the quality of the source strings to begin with. If you as a localization manager use your keen eye to spot a source string that could be improved upon before being sent to translation, you can recommend that a source review occur. In the expanded view, just simply click on the exclamation mark toggle labeled Source Review Recommended. In the smaller view, just click on the exclamation mark within the 3-state toggle to the left of the source value. String Manager isn't just for localization managers though, it's for the developers and UI writers too. If you're a developer and you get a message that the localization team has marked a couple of strings in your project as review recommended, then you can just check that project out in String Manager and use the filters to filter by review recommended, yes. You will then get a concise view of every string that has been recommended for source review. From here, if you're absolutely confident that no changes are necessary by just looking at the string, then you can mark it as source reviewed by clicking the checkbox in the 3-state toggle to the left of the source value. If you need more information about the string, then you can expand the string to find the file name and line number that you need to investigate or change. You could use that information to track it down in your code editor, or if your project uses a Git-like data source, you can go directly to the source code by clicking on the file name. This will open up GitHub, for example, in another tab, and only show you the source code if you actually have access to the source code. Once you've made the necessary changes, you can mark the string as source reviewed from the expanded view as well by clicking on the checkbox toggle switch. All of that was just the tip of the iceberg for Localyzer String Manager and what it can do, and I hope you're excited about it as I am. String Manager is coming alongside our newest 2.0 release of Command Center, our all-in-one continuous localization and globalization platform. Visit lingoport.com for more information on all our products and services.